Hello and welcome to this module, which is Maxing the Live Game. And this is one module that I'm super excited about. Now, why is that the case? We've talked a lot about why it is so crucially important that your videos are gorgeous, that they're breathtakingly beautiful, because when they are of a very high quality, you'll attract people to your live videos. And this is the way I do my videos as well. I try to make them as beautiful as I possibly can. But I know of someone who does an even better job at doing that. And I'm super excited about the fact that a great online entrepreneur, a very successful one, but also a very good friend of mine, Tim Verdu, has made it possible to share his secrets and talk about how he makes breathtakingly gorgeous, ultra cool videos using a software, which he'll walk you through. But not just that, like I've been saying, this is not just about the live video or video part of it. The marketing is equally or even more important. So Tim's also going to share his marketing secrets as to how to maximize the value to pitch balance that we've been talking about throughout this course. And the reason this is coming up again is for you to get another angle at this very, very successful strategy. So the idea is that ultimately you will develop your own strategies as to how you want to balance pitch and value, and which is why I want to give you different perspectives to it. But not just that, and we build upon further and talk about what happens thereafter when people are interacting with you bilaterally in your inbox. What happens then? How do you convert them to long-lasting customers and clients? And Tim shares these strategies, which is absolutely awesome. And I'm really excited about that. So without further ado, I'll hand it over to Tim. He'll introduce himself and take us through the rest of this module. So Tim, it's all yours.
Hey everyone, my name is Tim Verdouw. I'm a successful internet marketer, and today in this lesson I'm going to show you how you can create professional live stream videos for Facebook, which you can use to sell your product or your service. Just the way I do that, and I have great successes with that. And today I'm going to show you how you can do that too with professional software that I'm using called Wirecast. So if you're ready to go with me into this lesson, and I'll show you the details you need to know how to get started with Wirecast. Now, when you open Wirecast, this is what you will see, and maybe at the beginning it can be a bit confusing because you have no idea what to do, but I will take you step by step and showing you what to do. So when you open Wirecast, you see here all different kind of channels, and in these channels you can put all different kinds of pictures, webcams, video cameras, videos, etc., etc. So to get started, you need to add your webcam so people can see your face. So that's also what we are going to do. So we click on this little plus button in here on the middle channel. We go to our webcams in here, or to our cameras from the top menu. And then we choose our camera. In my case, this will be the C922 Pro Stream webcam video. And as you can see, here I am. So this is my webcam, and as you can see, it interferes a bit with the light on top of me. So what you have to do is select your camera. If you have this problem, select this channel, your webcam, then go to the top right menu in here, the three dots, and there you can change the frame rate of your video camera. And in my case, I think it has to be 20 frames per second, and that's fine for Facebook Live. And as you can see, it works fine right now. So that's what you can do if you have a bit of wrong lighting on top of you. So yeah, that's how you attach your camera to Wirecast. Now, what you want to do when you create videos with Wirecast, of course you can do it like this, and you can add all different kinds of features into Wirecast. When you create your broadcast, when you go live, you can add pictures into this area, you can add lower thirds, etc. But what I'm going to show you today immediately is the green screen feature. As you can see, I have a green screen in my background that we're going to filter out, and then when we do that, I'm also going to show you how you can add other stuff into your screen, like I said, like lower thirds, like backgrounds, etc. But that will speak for itself then. So In this case, we're going to filter out the green screen. Now, when you go green screen, when you want to filter out the background, it's very important that the background is not illegal, that it is one color. In my case, it's a bit wrong. I don't have the really proper lighting setup right now, but the best thing is if you can get one color green. So when you see this here, this is a bit lighter than here, and it's the best when you get one green screen. Also, the lighting is important. So you got a lighting over there. The best thing is to have lighting at two sides and also lighting at the front at your head. Right now there's lighting from the top on my head, and that can cut out myself pretty nice from the background. So the lighting is very important. Having the background, the green screen background. The best is when the background is a bit out of focus, and when you look to the background you see it's a bit out of focus, and my picture is focused, and that's the best, the easiest part to cut yourself out of the background, and that's why it will work for me right now, even if I have a bit of backlighting now, that I can cut myself out pretty nice. So what you want to do first is you want to cut yourself out. So we have added the webcam now to Wirecast, and what you want to do is first you want to cut off the sides. Like here, I don't want to have this lamp in the background, I don't want to have this side, so, and also not the top. So what you are going to do is we're going to edit this video, and we're doing that by getting in here to this menu here, and there you can cut the sides. I know this is a Dutch program. I tried to configure it as English. It didn't work out for me. So I hope you will still understand, and I am sure you will. Just follow the instructions. When you go to this menu here, you can cut the sides. So when I go my left side, you see I can cut off the left side from my video. And the same is for the right side here, and the same is for the top, and the same is for the bottom in here. So now we've cut ourselves out pretty nice. Now we can also resize it a bit. We got a high quality camera, so we can resize it, position it right, and there we are. This is a nice picture where we can cut out the background. So what we're going to do is we go to this option at the top menu. It's the chroma key settings in here, and the only thing you have to do is click this top button. As you can see, it filters out the background immediately. Now when you go live, this will also be live, so people will see what you're seeing in this screen. Actually, they will see what's on the right screen. This is the preview screen, and this is the live screen, what will be seen on people's Facebook lives. Now when you don't have a good cut, when you see a lot of green still on top of your shoulders, for example, you can play with these three settings. So when I change this, nothing happens. Yeah, you see here it happens. You see it has the green background again. So when we take this away, you just have to play with these settings. You see here it comes back, and you play with these settings, so you will have the best settings at the end. And when you have the best settings, you can also go to standards. You see now it's not really good. So let's redo this. Let's cut out the background. Let's cut out this one. Yes, and now we have a nice cut, as you can see here. So this is always a bit tweak with this, so you got the right cut. And as I said, I don't have the proper lighting. You see a bit of here, it's still a bit playing. But just play with it so you will get the right settings, and then you got your background filtered. Now another thing that's very important when you go live is that you got audio with the screen, with your webcam, because now we only selected our webcam, but as you can see here at the left side, this is the audio level in the preview, and you don't see the audio level here. So what you can do, what you need to do is go to this screen, to this selection here where you have added your webcam, click on this little configuration button, and then says change audio, and here you can select your audio source. So you can select your computer audio, and in my case I got the Yeti stereo microphone audio, and when I select this, you will see here is the audio also. So now you have added your audio to your video. So now you're ready to go. Now, the thing I really like to do when you go live is to put your face in front of the screen like I do now. I'm pretty good in front of the screen, and that's what you want to do when you go live, so people will see your face and so people can connect with you. Remember, if you want to sell stuff online, it's all about know, like, and trust. People need to know you, like you, and trust you. And they start to knowing you by doing Facebook Lives. And when you do Facebook Lives, people have to see who you are. So come in front of the camera with your face, put yourself real big on front of the screen. And then it's important to have a good background. In this case, we have a black background, but you can add any background now that you want, because we have added chroma key to this webcam. So how it works is, if you know Photoshop, Photoshop works with different kind of layers, and Wirecast works the same. Wirecast also has layers that you can activate and deactivate. And as you can see here, this layer now has been activated because it has a green dot at the left side. When I click here on the left side, it's not activated anymore. And when I click on the webcam again, it's activated. Now, what we can do is click on the plus button, because we want to add a background behind me, not on top of myself. So when I add a background in here, I will add it on top of myself, but I don't want that. I want to have the background in the back of me. So click on this little plus button, and here you got all different kind of options. And here you want to add a new media file. So click on media file, and then go to your computer and just go whatever background you want to have. Now, it's very important to choose a good background that will draw the attention of the viewer. So when people scroll their timeline and you have a cool background, people will take a look at it and say, hey, this is a cool background, and they will check it out. So I got different backgrounds in here. Let me see what I got here. This is just black. This is a background that I really like, which I'm using. As you can see, this is a pretty cool background with a keyboard, computer keyboard, and a laptop in the background. But actually, you can add every background that you want. If you got an image file, you can go to stock websites, just download the images that you like as a background, and you can add it as a background. Now, you can also add video as a background the same way. Now, at this time, this image is a background and it's activated. But you can also activate a video background just by clicking on this plus button, and then do it again. Choose the media file in here, and then go to your videos. Let me see if I got a video in here. Let me see which one is nice. Well, actually, they're all nice. For example, take this one. You say open, and now it's a bit small because I got a HD video. Now, and this video is not HD. My webcam is HD. So what you want to do is, when you add this video, you want to resize it. So click on this video here and go here to this left menu where you can scale your video. And as you can see here, now the video is full size in the background. By the way, now my camera is sharp and not sharp. You can also change that if you got the right settings on your webcam. Depends on the camera that you have. Normally I don't have this autofocus, so that's a tip that you can use. Don't put your camera on autofocus, otherwise you will get some blurred screen sometimes. So as you can see, I've added the background, the video background behind me, but you don't see it working right now, and that's because it's not running yet. Now, you can do different things with video backgrounds. You can have a looping background, or you can have it play one time. In this case, we want to have a looping background, so it will loop all the time. And you change that by going to the menu, top menu, and go in here. Now, what you want to do is, when a video starts, to this right menu, the three dots again, you can have some different settings here. So start playing when media becomes live, and when the video is finished, you don't want to hold it, you want to replay it again. So you can change that it will replay automatically when the video ends. Now, here you see the video, it stopped, it didn't work right now, so but we get it working when we go live. So when I click this button, here you got two buttons. You can change how it goes. You can do a cut or you can do it smooth. I like to have it smooth. And when I click this right arrow, it will jump from this screen to the live screen. And this is the live screen that you're seeing right now here at the right side. So when I go live, as you can see, here you see the video in the background and it's playing. You see, this is the video and it's looping right now because my setting says that the video has to loop in the background. And as you can see, it's pretty cool. It's a high quality video right now that we're having. But the cool thing about Wirecast is that you can change on the fly. And that's pretty cool. So here you got two views. As I said, this is the preview view and this is the actual view that's being sent to Facebook Live. Now, when you want to change things on the fly, you can select another background like here, and you see in the left screen, my background already changed. And you can change the background also in Facebook Live just by clicking on the right button and then it goes live. You see it changes on the right side, and that's how you can change on the fly. When you do Facebook Lives, you can change your background, you can add lower thirds, etc. So when I do, for example, a product review, I set up my timeline in all different kinds of setups. So what you need when you do a product review, you want to share your screen. So you add all different kind of channels. So what I do is I duplicate myself. What I normally do when I do a product review or when I want to share my screen, I keep myself in front of the screen and I resize myself to the right bottom side of the screen. So what I actually do is I right click on this webcam here and I say duplicate this part, and now I got a duplication of myself which I can resize. When I click and select this one and I go to my settings in here, I rescale myself, and as you can see I'm a bit smaller right now, and I put myself at the right bottom. Remember, I'm still not live. So we're making scenes in here that we can select when we are live actually. So I also want to change the background because I want to share my desktop. So remember, it's all channels, and in this case I'm here in this channel, so I want to have my browser in the back of me, so I'm creating a lower layer in here. And here you can also choose the option to share your screen. So you select share your screen, and here you can select what you want to show to the people, which you want to show on Facebook Live. Now here you can create a new one, and here you can select which screen you want to share. So I can share my monitor. I can also share one particular view. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm selecting my view in here, and I select my monitor, and here I can say what I want to share. So I want to share my Google Chrome. And here I say I want to share my speed dial. That's correct because that's my browser right now. So when I say OK, you see my speed dial in here, and I say OK. And now it will be added to the background. As you can see, here is my background added, my browser. This is my Chrome browser, which now is being added to the background. Now you can also resize this one. Just select this layer and also scale it a bit if you don't want to show the URL on top. Just play with it, select it, drag and drop it the way you like it. And actually I'm doing a preview or a product review this week from Speakeasy. As you can see, this is Speakeasy, the background is Speakeasy. So I can change it a bit, I can do it to left, to right, I can rescale it, or you can also say that Wirecast has to rescale it to the full background. So as you can see, now I can share my screen and show myself in front of the screen so people can see me in front of the screen talking about this product, talking about Speakeasy. So we got different scenes in here. I'm also want to do a lower third where I want to show and where I want to promote myself, or where I want to brand myself. So you can add a layer on top of me. here by clicking on the plus and add a media file again. So in here, I'm going to say videos, and let me see if this is one. Yeah, so remember what you need to do when you want to have an overlay. You always want to have a transparent file, and that's a PNG file. PNG files are transparent, so when you create something in Photoshop or somewhere else, create a transparent file, and then you can use it as an overlay. So in this case, I'm adding it in here, and as you can see, I added some gradient to this Photoshop file, and that's why I want to have a PNG file. As you can see, it's gradient and it fades with the background. Now you can also resize this, and as you can see, now I also adding my own lower third to my scene. And this is actually pretty cool because also in here you can add the URL to the product that you promote, so people can go straight to that product. Now also, when you go live, maybe you want to add a timer at the beginning when you go live. So everything again works with layers, and we can add a timer on top. Now, when you go to YouTube, you can download the videos. Just search for video timer, and you can download timers that you can use. So I will add it again, adding a media file in here. And let's see if I got it here, start. So this is countdown timer, as you can see here, you see? And I can open this, and this will be on top because I want to use this as the start screen. So what I can do is I can fit the whole screen. And when I go live, it will first play this video, and I'll show it to you. And then after that, I go live to this screen as it is in here. So actually what is green in here will be live. So in this case, this layer is on top of everything. So it will be black, it will be the video. But when I deselect the video, I can see, okay, this is my next screen when I deactivate my video. And that's not what I want, because I want to have this as a background. So remember, always select what you want to have in your actual Facebook Live. Select it here in your preview. So this is what I want to see after the video. Then click the video, the top layer. And now when you've selected the top layer, you can go live by clicking on this button. Now, when you want to stop the video, you just click on this empty layer again, and then we'll go back to this screen. So I will show you how it works. We go live right now. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. And there's the timer. You see, it will count down. You don't hear the sound right now because I disabled it. But now it's playing. Now, when the video ends, when it's at 0, you want to show yourself. So you have the time, you have 30 seconds to set your preview at the left side. So this is the preview at the left side that you can set correctly. And when the timer finished, you activate this screen again by pressing on this live button again. So it's 1, 0, and there we go. And you say, hey everyone, here's Tim Verdouw, and there you go live. This is what people actually see. And this is how you work with Wirecast. This is how you create all different kind of layers, and you can switch on the fly. So this is where you do your introduction. You're going to say what you're going to talk about. And if you want to share your screen where you want to promote a product or where you want to do a product review, you change the screen on the left side in here. And the best thing is to have 2 screens when you work on this. So you have one screen where you can work with Wirecast, and the other screen is the screen, the other monitor is the screen that you will share to the people that are watching to your Facebook Live. Now, what you want to do is you say, okay guys, I'm going to share my screen with you. So what you're going to do is you select your screen and you make yourself smaller in the preview just by selecting the correct layers in here. And when you say, okay guys, let's show you the software, you click on the live button here, and there you go. There you are live in the software, and you can work with the software. Now, everything will be registered, what you're doing within the software, and people can see exactly what you're doing. Now, if you want to enlarge things on the fly, just remember, go to the preview in here. So let me redo that. Here, if you want to enlarge things in here, so you say, okay, let's get started here. Just get the preview ready, and then click on the live button, and look what happens in here. It's live. Now also, when you want to show videos, when you go live, just add an extra video here on top and it will play. So when you finished your Facebook Live, you can also finishing with a video. So you can also here at the top choose a video again, choose a media file, and then choose your video. I got an end video in here, subscribe. As you can see, this is the video that I want to show, and I do it on top of everything. So this is my preview. When I am done with my Facebook Live, I say, okay guys, thank you for watching. See you in my next Facebook Live, and you click on live and the video will go live, and voila, there it finishes with your Facebook Live. So that's pretty cool. This is how you end your Facebook Live. Just let it go, then put your layers all on black on the left side in here, and then go live. Boom. And then don't forget to stop your live video. Now that's something I didn't speak about. That's the last part that I'm going to show you, how you actually can go live with Wirecast. And Wirecast is pretty cool with going live. The only thing you have to do is go here to broadcast and go to broadcast settings. And here you can add all different kind of channels. So you can, when you say here add, you can add all different kinds of channels here. You can do Periscope, you can do Twitch, Ustream, YouTube. But in this case, we want to add a Facebook Live channel. So we click on OK. And here it says it's not configured. So you're going to give your Facebook title a name. So this is a test video, test video. You want to do a Facebook Live, and here you can change the quality of your Facebook Live. Now, if you got a good connection, I recommend you to stream at 4 Mbps. If you got a bad connection, you can stream at 1 Mbps. So that's what you want to have. If you got a Mac, you definitely want to have this setting at Apple 4 Mbps at H.264. And then here you need to verify your Facebook account. So in this case, I already verified it here. And then here you can choose where you want to stream. So you got all your pages in here. You can stream to your pages, to your preferred pages, or you can stream directly to your profile. So what you can do, again, you can add your title in here, add your description. And then when you got everything ready, you need to add your stream to Facebook. So you click this button, and then Wirecast will add this stream key to Facebook. So Facebook recognizes when you go live. And that's the only thing that you have to do when you go live. And then when you've done that, when everything is set up correctly, you press OK. Now, I want to mention, when you change the title of your video or you change some things, it's important that you click this button again to get a new stream, so Facebook sees the new title that you've changed. And then you press OK. And the only thing, when you go live, the only thing that you have to do is set up your camera again, set up your background. And if you want to go live with this screen, the only thing that you have to do is press this button. And then the moment that you press this button, a millisecond later, you will be live on Facebook Live. So remember, the moment that you press that button, you will be live. Now, there's also another key at the right side here, and that's your recording key. If you want to record your Facebook Live to your hard drive, you can go to the same settings. So go to broadcast and settings in here, and there you can add another channel. Let's remove this one. You can add another channel here. You can also choose to record on disk, and you can do that with MP4 or MOV files. Just choose the one you want, and here again you need to change whatever kind of quality you want to have, give it a name, and give it a place where you want to store it, and press OK. And in this case, when you press the record button, now everything will be recorded to your computer, and when you press stop, it will be recorded on your computer. And this is how you work with Wirecast. This is how you set up Wirecast. Yeah, to stream to Facebook, to make professional looking Facebook lives. And again, you can change everything. You can do any kind of background. So you can do 10 layers at the bottom. Let me show you when I add another layer. You can add a media file. You can do so many things with Wirecast. It's really awesome. Let me see backgrounds in here. For example, this is the wallpaper. You can do a black background. We can also do something like this. You see, just resize it and you got a cool background. How cool is this? And you can change on the fly. So this is live right now, what you're seeing at the right side. But you can change on the fly, and it will change on the fly when you're at Facebook Live. How cool is that? And that's very professional. Just change it on the fly, and people will see that on Facebook Live. Now, nobody has this. Almost nobody can do this on Facebook Live, but you can do that when you have Wirecast. And it's pretty cool. I can tell you, every time I go live, I got private messages asking me, Tim, please tell me, how do you do this? What kind of software do you use? Guys, I'm using Wirecast, and this is how you work with Wirecast. And yeah, that's it for this lesson. And see you in the next lesson.